Everything's good with you?
Yeah, how have you been?
Yeah, we've been good. Actually, I've been sick.
Oh no.
So, yeah. Okay, so Frank. Oh, you're just going. Can you see? No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Can
No,
you see
yeah,
both?
come in. I want to be able to see you. Yeah,
Yeah. Can you see both of us fine?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, we have a couple of. We have four now.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Hey, everyone.
Thank you for watching.
Everyone on live now, we're just waiting for a couple more people to join, and then we'll start with the interview of Tara. She is the founder of
It,
OneTouch.
I will correct you. It's Tara.
Tara, yeah. So thanks for that, Tara. Yeah, the work she does is really, really amazing, and throughout this live, we'll talk to her more about it and like her motivations and what she plans to do with it in the future. So it's going to be a really cool live.
Hi, Freddie.
Can someone confirm that just the video and audio is coming through fine? You guys can hear us fine? Tara, on your end, you can hear us fine?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Everything looks good.
I think, okay, we'll give it another, let's say 60 seconds. And then whoever joins in, then we'll start.
Not a problem.
Was a long day at work today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Same?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
long. A little bad because I'm sick, so.
Yeah, it's always worse.
Yeah, all right.
Whoop.
Okay, it's 8:14, so I think that let's just get started, and then whoever joins on the call, they just listen in. Okay, cool. So again, everyone from Berlocks, of course, we're Berlocks, and we are very happy today to have an interview with Tara. She's the founder of OneTouch, and throughout this talk, we'll ask her questions about what she's doing and what her plans for OneTouch are in the future. So just sneak peek, it's really cool work that she's doing, and it's really, really symbolizes what humanity is. So we, couldn't be happier to have such a great guest here.
Thank you so much.
Anything else you want to say to your followers or just in general?
Yeah, thank you so much for following me, and thank you for all the support. OneTouch would not be able to do what we do without you guys, so thank you very much.
Yeah, nice. Okay, then we will go on to the first question. The first question is, what is OneTouch?
OneTouch is a nonprofit organization that provides daily warm meals to the homeless living on the street in Cusco, Peru. Not only do we provide warm meals, we also take the time to sit with them. We learn their names, we hear their stories, we become their friends, and that's what most of them are really needing.
That's cool. Yeah, it's really cool. It's all awesome. Can you explain more of the services you offer to the communities and individual of Peru?
Yes, so we have some core individuals that we visit every single day, and then of course we see so many other beautiful faces every day. The ones that we see every single day, we learn their basic needs that they require, such as blankets, shoes, backpacks. We give them a warm meal, but on top of that, we also give them groceries. so that they're able to have food for a longer period of time than just that one meal, and they learn how to conserve that. We give them clothes, backpacks. Backpacks are a huge thing that they really, really need. Same with shoes. Homeless people wear their shoes 24/7. They don't have the luxury of taking off their shoes when they get home. So that's one thing that they need more often. So we just try and help out as much as we can.
Okay. Um, and and I mean that's such a great and very generous act that you do every single day when you're there. I think that leads well into the next question, which is how are you funded? Maybe it's like loans that you get, or is it public or private donors, or maybe it's like self-funded?
So basically, for the first few years, actually, it was me and myself and my family and my friends that were funding OneTouch entirely. Now I've started to reach out more. I have a GoFundMe, OneTouch Cusco, trying to raise donations, also trying to get corporate donations, but the majority has been funded by myself and my friends who have donated graciously. I appreciate it so very much.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah.
because basically I just took everything I had the first time that I went to Peru. So sold my car, sold all of that.
Wow. Can you explain a little bit more of like that like motivation to do that? I mean, it's a very like big decision that you've made, and it's such a great one. And on behalf of it might sound funny to say, but just on in behalf of like human beings, it's such amazing work that you do, and we're I'm so incredibly thankful for it. That there is someone out there that will do that. Will essentially like sacrifice for other people.
Yeah.
Do it for other people. So can you explain a little bit more of like that motivation, where you found it, and what
Yeah.
the like motivators were for doing that?
You know what? I always had it in my heart that I wanted to help people. I volunteered in a few other places growing up, but I knew that I wanted to do something big, something greater in this world. I was at a point in my life where I had everything that I thought I wanted, and I still wasn't truly happy. So one day I quit, sold my car, and left to Peru. And that's when I found myself and I realized why I was there. Meeting one random stranger one day, an elderly woman named Michaela, and sitting with her and buying her a bottle of water and realizing, wow, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to help people in a direct way with their most basic needs.
Right.
And from there, I mean, it's been 3 years now.
Right.
I mean, everything just clicked into place.
Right. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, it's really interesting the kind of work that you do, and it feels great meeting such good person around at times. I would like to listen more of such stories. I don't know how many years you've been doing this, but do you have one such motivational story that you can share with others?
From one of the people that I've met, yes. So I've been doing this for almost 3 years now. I met Felipe probably within the first few months that I was walking around finding people. He's 44 years old now. He is crippled. So he was born, he's unable to walk. His legs are very damaged, and he has no wheelchair. He has nothing. He's on the street. He is the happiest, funniest person I truly have ever met. And I can't even begin to understand how that is. From the moment we met, we had an instant connection. He was my boyfriend and things like that. And we would always blow kisses and make jokes. And he was so happy. He literally only had a plank with 4 wheels that he would wheel himself around it. no place to go, and happy. So to me, that means like he can teach us all so much about life. So yeah, he stole my heart from day one, 100%. Felipe is his name. Yeah.
And that's super cool. Sorry, we're going a little bit off script, but I think it makes sense to ask this question now. So
Sure.
because you are doing such great work, and you know, I think that from the bottom of our hearts, that like each of us wants to do something that helps others and then contributes to society at large, so that we want to come into this world and then we want to leave this world better than we found it. I think that at some level can agree that's what we should do. We shouldn't come in to make this place worse. So for the people out there that want to like this and want dreams and do something that they maybe are scared of, but they really believe that it's the right thing to do, what advice and what would you say to that person that wants to make that big step forward?
Honestly, it's very simple. Don't be scared and just follow your heart, because that's the reason why I'm doing what I do. In my mind, who else is going to do it? If I don't do it, who else is going to do it? I need. But I would just say start small. Do something that you can do every day and little gestures of kindness, and then continue. Did I lose you guys? Oh, thank you, Fade It. How are you?
Is it because too much of videos? I mean, she's using it and you're using it. Could that be that? Should I ask her to?
Are you on it too?
No, that's dropped.
No, you're on our what?
Yeah, I'm just using the text.
Yeah.
Switch off the Wi-Fi.
Hey, Tara. Something happened. Yep. Okay, perfect.
Okay, there we go.
We're back.
Hello.
Sorry, we were facing some technical difficulties, so we had to end that live and then start this new one. So
Not a problem.
I apologize for that. Okay. Any last bits? So the last question we asked Tara was if someone is looking to make a big step forward and do something that's very good for other people, what would be her best advice, and what would she tell them? And she was telling them that, you know, don't be scared, always follow your heart, and always be the person that it slips my mind right now, but Gandhi said something. He says, you have to be the change you want to see in the world. So she was saying something very similar to that. She was saying that that if she wasn't going to do, who was going to do it? So any last remarks on that? Anything else you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it. Just please do it. I'm convinced there are so many other people in this world that feel like you and I do, Berlocks, that we want to do good, but maybe, I don't know, they're scared or there's something holding them back. It's okay. I understand it's different, but change is what we need. And just
Right.
start small. You never know what can happen.
Right. And that's extremely motivational and inspiring. Um, a little bit backtrack to the question we
Yeah.
asked before. So, of like how you're funded. So, with this coming year, what proportion of your revenue for next year will be the same as it was for last year? So, in other words, uh, the places where you got money from last year, are those going to be the same this next year, or is it going to be different?
I'm really hoping to get more sustainable donations as well as volunteers to come and help me in Peru in order to be able to feed more people a day. So there's a few things. Of course, we'll be trying to get more donations and fundraisers and do all that we can, but we also need the corporate donations and the volunteers. So probably a significant percent would come from myself, and then again, just wait for some people to come and join me.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah. So, do you have donors just in Peru or coming across the world? Do you have people joining you, donating for the good cause that you're doing across the world, or do you have
Yeah.
just certain number of people only, like your friends or somebody?
So it's mostly been for the first few years, my friends and family. I have met a lot of people in Peru who have assisted me as well. And now I'm starting to get more donations in Peru. And a lot of the volunteers that I get in Peru are tourists. So they'll come help me for a few hours a day or one time a day. And then, yeah, and then they'll just go on their way. Or some people on the street, they'll see what I'm doing and they'll stop. And they'll go and they'll purchase a meal and they'll give it to me. And then I will then give it to somebody else. So there's been a few awesome changes that are happening. But right now, we're still waiting to have more donations.
Okay.
right. And we'll. I mean, we're very very interested in what you do, and we definitely want to support. So at the end of this live, we'll ask you more of
Yeah.
what way people can contribute and donate and support what you're doing, which we think that everyone should. You know, it's very. You know, we believe it's the right thing to do. It's very good.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Um, Next question we wanted to ask you is, what are your goals for the next 3 to 5 years?
So first and foremost, I want to be able to feed over 40 people every single day, hands down. I am going to start now cooking my own food in order to be able to feed more people a day with the same donations that I'm getting. At first, I was going to a few of the mommies and I was getting them to give me some good deals. But now I think that this is the best option for us as OneTouch is just to make a maybe 3, 4 different types of meals, change it up every week and just make it consistent, but be able to feed more people. Again, if I was able to get more volunteers, that would just expand our reach for where we are. Right now, we're doing 4 to 6 hours a day. But again, the more people that we have, the more streets we could be searching, which would be amazing. As far as next 3, 5 years go, perhaps rent an area where I can have my friends on the street come to me. So I'll be able to feed as many people as possible, but 3 meals a day instead of me and my team walking around and finding them, having a location where perhaps we can promote and have them come to us so that we can provide them with more instead of us having to lug around everything and go and find them. They're not always in the same location. There's a lot of police that move them from street to street. So sometimes I walk around and I'm looking for them, but I can't. But if I was in the same location every single day, I truly feel that I would be able to help more people because they would know and they would find me. You know, like no matter what, they would make it their mission to find me during that day rather than me looking at all these various areas trying to find them. And then if we think even larger than that, I want to expand OneTouch to other places in the world because I think that we can truly do some good and start some change in a positive way.
And if you can, so I'm very ignorant about the situation in Peru. I'm not sure if Ruben knows about the situation in Peru, but can you give us insights into what the social situation is in Peru? I mean, like, are there a lot of people who like need food, or are there a lot of people who are like displaced from their homes?
Yeah, Peru is considered a third world country. There are some beautiful parts that are doing very well because of tourism, and that's pretty much it. Basically, if you don't work in tourism or the government, that's pretty much all you have. There is a significant of people that are living on the streets. The majority would have to be elderly women. That's what I'm finding. Because of the culture over there, when the sons get married and perhaps their fathers pass away, unfortunately, they seem to forget about their mothers. And their mothers are the ones that end up on the street, and they don't know how to fend for themselves because they've always been taken care of. So there's a few different things that are happening. The government does not allow them to give social support to a lot of their families. So, for example, family members that, like Felipe, are crippled, or like Fortunato, that are born blind, their families can't take care of them. And that's a lot of money and medical bills and things like that. And at that point, they're unfortunately discarded on the streets. So there's a few different things happening. But yeah, there's a lot of poverty that I see. It's not hidden, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah. Well.
And what I would like to know is, other than these elderly women, do you have people of age group coming in from maybe 40 to 50 where they still have the strength left in to do some work? Do you intend to give, maybe not now, maybe in future, a little more training to them so that they can stand on their own legs?
Yes, so at this point, we've actually only met, I would have to say, 5 to 10 individuals who are capable. Those who are capable are trying their darndest to work. The majority of the times, most of my friends are those that are truly incapable of work due to dementia and other issues. But we have met a few. And of course, I've lived in Peru for a few years now that I do have friends in various jobs. So we did get one friend, Ricardo, if I'm not mistaken, his name was, but he was in the plaza and he was handing out flyers. And he would get a few soles a day. And of course, we would provide him with a warm meal and water to go and things like that. But yeah, the more that we can do for them, we will. That's how we get to know them. So we know what they can do, what they can't do, where they go at night, what they need. If they are able to work, then for sure we will try our hardest to find them some employment.
Yeah, that's a good question too, Ruben.
Yeah, that was a really good question.
Yeah, that's good. Tara, how do you measure your success and impact?
Would it be silly to say on smiles? There is a certain smile that a person gives. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up, but when you hug them and they have not had human contact in years, that is the most amazing gift that I could ever give. It's not the food, it's not the water, it's none of that. It's human contact. It's love. Yeah, so that, but yeah.
All right, yeah, I mean, that's
It. Yeah, I mean, as long as I'm helping people, I'm happy.
All right.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, something maybe a little bit more less obvious, but that I think I mean, in like foreign countries, it's a bigger concern in like third world countries than it is in first world countries where it's a little bit safer. Do you have any like safety concerns being a female in a foreign country?
Yes, of course. And funny you ask because that's what most people that know me from back home. So I'm originally from Canada. they think I'm crazy for being alone. A small petite woman alone in Peru, walking the streets and random streets. I don't know where I'm going most of the time, just trying to find as many people to help. Um, but I always believed and felt that because I'm on the streets doing good, that evil would pass me by. I have had a few uncomfortable situations, but thankfully nothing happened. But again, it's just being smart, knowing your surroundings, always being alert for sure, for sure. And yeah, it took me a while to figure out my bearings in Peru and know where I could not walk and could walk. And of course, I do my serving during the day. So when
Yeah.
it's light out, it's much safer. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we wish you all the all the best and definitely safety when you're out there doing your amazing work. So
Thank you.
that's very important. Um, since you started OneTouch, this is kind of a play off Ruben's last question, but can you tell us maybe another story that like really has touched you, or maybe like your favorite story, or maybe something very big that you've learned through these years of leading OneTouch and giving to others?
You know what? I'm gonna go with something that I've learned, and that is no act of kindness is ever too small. Don't think that a smile or a simple gesture will be dismissed. No, every act of kindness is the good one. Um, my street friends are amazing. They have nothing, and I come see them all the time, and no matter what, without fail, they always offer me something. Whatever they may have, normally it's bags of coca, and they'll always, or bags of popcorn, and they'll force me to have some. They always share. So that's a lesson that I've learned is firstly, be kind. Secondly, share and share always. Share your love, share your gratitude, share what you have. These people literally have nothing and they still share. Every time it makes me laugh because I'm like, really? Like I'm trying to help you guys. And that's just the way they are. So that's something that was pretty amazing to me and still is every time without a fail.
Right. That's incredible to think that you don't have much in your life, and then you can still have that kindness in your heart, that gratitude to give to someone else. It's very, yeah, it's very, I think it's something very big that I think that you definitely have internalized, but for us to know and like realize and internalize it, that's really cool.
And do you have any stories where people end up homeless and then still find their way out, doing better in their life?
Unfortunately, for the people that I've met, no. A lot of them are still in their similar situations. Perhaps there's some that I've met that I've never seen again that I hope that they have found some work and somewhere to stay, but the conditions right now are very, very difficult.
Uh, and okay, so second to last question. I mean, this is a big problem in the country of Peru. It sounds like so. That's from what I'm understanding. There's a lot of less fortunate people that need the basic needs and cares of human life. So what you're doing is absolutely great. But for the Peruvian government, is there like something that you know that they're doing, or is there something that some initiative that they're trying to start to help their own people?
Unfortunately not. From what I've gathered and the Peruvian friends that I've met without past 3 years, there's nothing. Once they're discarded, once you don't have employment, that's pretty much it. It's really your family to take care of their self and sustainability in that way. That's it. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Uh, yeah, that's too
There's
bad.
nowhere for them to go either. Like I've asked so many of my friends, like, is there, I don't know, some place that you can sleep for the night? No, they end up sleeping in backyards and parks and random streets, places like that, because there isn't a shelter. There's nowhere for them to go. I also do know some individuals who sleep outside their family's house or things like that. But again, it's odd because to me, it's why is their family not helping? Because their family can't. So and sometimes it's not that they don't want to, they just honestly do not have the means to take care of anybody else within their immediate family. So it's very, very difficult. It goes either upper middle class, poverty. The realm is very, very vast,
And,
is
and
what
I
it is.
and I want to touch real quick on what you said. So you just mentioned a scenario where a family member is sleeping in the backyard or in the vicinity of a family person's house, but they don't have the family inside the home doesn't have the resources to let them in. I mean, that's so. I mean, for me, I've lived in. I was born and raised in the states, and so for me, it's so very like foreign to hear that. I mean, are the like resource concerns, are those only like, I mean, so like a basic like place to sleep inside the home would, I don't think would be like too resource intensive, or is it maybe like when they do invite the family member in the home that they like feel some obligation to feed them and to like house them and to give them.
No, it's a little bit more as in the extended family. So the majority of the time, the immediate families are so large. So we're talking 6 to 8 people living in a 1, 2 bedroom place. They cannot take care of any others. They have grandma living with them and their aunts and their uncles and the children and things like that. They're trying to help the rest of their family, but they have to think about the immediate family first, which again, to us in our worlds is crazy to think. But they truly can't do it. There's no space. There's no money. There's no extra room, so they're trying to help in their own way, and ultimately they're left to fend for themselves.
Right. And we're going a little bit off topic, but Ruben is from India, and he's come to the States more recently. So he has a very unique perspective from India mixed with the U.S. from everything he has seen thus far. Ruben, can you tell if there's like, I mean, the stories and like experiences that Tara is going through? Is it the same in India?
Yeah, it is more or same like what you're experiencing back at Peru. Coming from India, we are not economically ahead, but what you see is we do find people who are homeless more in number than probably what we find in Peru. We have old age homes. We have people who are really old, probably like the same cases that you have mentioned, where the parents are left alone on the streets. We have old age homes where a good number of people come and join their parents here because they're not able to take care of them
Yeah.
anymore. And they do keep little funds. Some of them do and some of them don't. And then just leave the parents and go. Do you have any of those places called as old age home, something like that, where you can go
No.
place these people?
They have very few, and the ones that you have to pay, and you have to pay a lot of money. So it's either that or going to the hospital.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah. So
that's
either
really.
way, there's no options right now.
Back in India, we do have these old age homes, so few
Yeah.
number of people get probably you could say a little lucky to find shelter to sleep and to get some good food and medication as well. But
Hmm.
a lot of people still do end up on streets,
Yeah,
without
no, and
shelter.
that's the hard part too. The
Yeah.
medication and their medical needs. I actually met a few individuals who they became blind because they could not pay for their medical bills.
Oh, that's sad.
It's devastating. There's so many different reasons why they end up on the street. So that's why I'm just trying to help as much as I can.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think, and that leads us to our next and also final question, which I will say and elaborate a little bit on. So, how can people learn more about OneTouch? What can they do to contact you to learn more and to ultimately support you?
Yeah, for sure. So, by sharing and liking our Instagram and just raising awareness for the homeless in Peru would be amazing. So, for Instagram, of course, one.touch Cusco. Facebook, same thing, One Touch Cusco, and of course, donating to our GoFundMe. Again, just searching One Touch Cusco.
On GoFundMe.com.
Yes, 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 on GoFundMe. And again, if you are going to Cusco, Peru, please message me. I would love to meet you. My street friends would love to meet you as well. And you can spend a few hours with us walking around or a few days, whatever you wish. But yeah, we are now starting a volunteer abroad program. So One Touch will pick you up from the airport. We will give you a hostel to stay at where you are going to get breakfast and dinner every single day. During the daytime, you'll be out walking with us for 4 hours a day, feeding homeless people. The rest of the time will be your free time and your discretion. But yeah, we're starting to launch this program, which I'm very excited about.
Okay, and I mean, can we get an estimate of like when that the new program is going to be available? So like the people of this live,
Yes,
and then
yes,
yeah.
for sure. So after
Okay.
December, that is when everything will be ready to go. And if you'd love to volunteer with One Touch and have a direct impact with those in need, not, let's say, building a school, assisting in different construction needs like that. No, I mean truly having hands-on experience, touching, hugging, spending time with those in need, then please contact One Touch. We would love to hear from you and have you support us and those on the street. But there was one other story, if you don't mind, that I wanted to mention. We
Absolutely.
forgot. Chiquito.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Okay, so the next evolution for One Touch is we are now bringing in an emotional support animal. He is my puppy. His name is Chiquito. He is actually a Peruvian street dog that I found. He was 2 weeks old. He was just about to get killed with the rest of his litter, and I basically stole him. Um, I've been training him for the past year. He is now emotionally support certified, and I believe December as well, when we launch the volunteer program, Chiquito will be on the streets with us, bringing love to everyone that we meet. So bringing a little something extra. And I'm very, very excited about this.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's
That's
really
really
good.
Yeah.
yeah. And also,
Yeah.
I mean, it also like gives you a little bit of extra like security, you know, having a dog with you.
Oh yeah, it'll be so much better. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill will, yeah. So Bill's seen Chiquito, but Chiquito is about 60 pounds, so it helps.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Well, Tara, so for everyone who has joined this live, for everyone who joined the previous live where we had to switch over to this live, all of our followers on Berlocks, all of the followers on OneTouch, just if you're a human being, I just ask you that when you like see something amazing like this, when you see such a good cause that helps others and really adds good into the world to help how you can. So whether that's a dollar, donation, whether that's $100, whatever you can afford, whatever that you're comfortable with. Even if you don't have much money, if you can go to find a way to get to Peru and then be there on the streets, on the ground, and meeting those people and helping in that way, please do. We definitely have to. I just want to echo again that what Tara said before, that if we don't do it, there is absolutely no one that's going to do it. We have to be, we have to be very accountable and very, we have to do what we believe that's right in the world, because when we do that, then it serves as inspiration and motivation for other people. So in any way, if you follow Berlocks, Berlocks is a very do good platform. OneTouch is absolutely the same way. It's very do good for human beings. So if you follow us, if you support doing good for other people, please support Tara and then OneTouch. So all the information that for the Instagram, for the Facebook Live, and also for the GoFundMe, I will provide after this live. So we'll probably send a post out about that, so that more people can know about it and then raise awareness about it. So again, I ask everyone who is able, who has, who wants
I
help.
see my mom joined. Everybody say hi.
Hi. She missed the best part of it, I believe.
I know, right? She joined right at the end. That's hilarious.
Tara, any other thoughts you want to leave the viewers with?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening. And I wish you all the best. And please just be kind, share. That's it. It's very simple. Yeah.
Ruben, any words from us?
Oh, well, it's very nice knowing you.
Yeah.
And we'll keep in touch. We'll definitely do what we can from our side. And hopefully we'll have some mutual understanding and get in touch with OneTouch and do better for the people out there.
Yes,
And hopefully,
please.
yes, we'll come online often with you.
Yes,
Hopefully, and then
I appreciate it all.
that'd be good.
Now I just want to turn it to the viewers in the live. Now, are there any questions that anyone there wants to ask Tara about the amazing work that she does? And if so, just send it on the chat now, and then we can read it out loud.
Unless you guys have any other questions too. We've covered a few.
Yeah.
Hi, Sabrina.
Hey, Sabrina. Maybe a quick question. So you're doing a lot of good for the country of Peru. Why specifically Peru?
I get asked that all the time. I have no idea. I listened to my heart, and my heart told me to go to Peru, and that's where I went, and I've never left. But I am truly hoping that within the next 5 years that I could expand my reach and perhaps have another section of OneTouch, maybe in Africa, in India, in a bunch of different areas. But that's the ultimate. Oh, I see a question. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so I live in Peru. So right now I'm back in Canada visiting my family. But yes, I live in Peru.
Sorry, I just want to say the question out loud so everyone knows which one was asked. So it says, "Are you going to stay in Peru for a indefinite future?" Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay.
That's the intent.
Once more.
Yeah, so that's the intent, is
Yeah.
to have my home base in Peru for the next few years. And then, of course, if we are able to expand, then okay, then I'll go to Africa and I'll start OneTouch there, and I'll come back to Peru and I'll start in different areas. But I'm willing to go anywhere and help as many people as possible.
Yeah, awesome. Tara, from us at Berlocks, thank you very much for the very humane and very kind work that you do. You're inspiration to us, and you're an inspiration to many other people. So
Thank you.
we wish you all the best. We will send out all your contact information after this. So after this live, we'll connect and get that.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
and,
good. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah. Thank you for joining and sharing your story and experiences. Anything that we can. Maybe it has time on it, actually.
No, it doesn't have any time.
Okay, I think the video on Tara's side, maybe it's our side too, has. Okay, so that's what we had for today. Tara, if you can hear it, much for joining. Berlocks was
Next Thursday. Yeah.
I think. Let me see.
Yeah, she is coming to it.
Is it? Okay. Actually, no, she's here. Okay, so sorry, there was some disconnection issue. We were just saying that we wanted to thank Tara for joining, and we'll provide the contact information to learn more about OneTouch and to get in contact her, and also support OneTouch how you can. So that's it. So we will see you guys next time, next Thursday for a live. Hopefully we can bring in a awesome guest like Tara again, and the amazing work that she does. So until next time, Berlocks is out. See you guys.
Bye.